Welcome to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to review the newest release from Basel Hayden, the Toasted. And we're going to talk about it, taste it, see what it's like.
I'm not happy about any of this right now. But from what everybody's acting like online, like everybody's super hyped about this.
Yeah. I don't know if they're hyped because the packaging is pretty cool.
Well, actually, yeah. Let's talk about that really quick. So, before we go into the packaging and everything, I'll admit I am not the biggest Basel Hayden fan.
Neither am I.
Now, I understand why a lot of people are. I think this is I think whenever you're introducing friends to kind of bourbon in general, I think that's a good little start there. It's a nice little 80 proof bottle. The problem is they're all 80 proof bottles, and it makes it a little hard to justify it. Once you kind of start opening up a little bit more on what you're trying to diversify in a little bit, it kind of quickly goes to the bottom of the whiskey cabinet, I think. But kind of in general, it's just they do such a good job with marketing.
Yeah,
I think with how they
I
package
agree
it.
with that.
Like they even have this nice little tag here where you've tried it charred. Now you can try it toasted. Like just little things like that. You got a little copper band around it. They do a good job with marketing.
The only thing that is lacking on this,
I know where this is going,
is from there down it looks pretty good, but this cork, man, I just don't know what they are doing with the cork. They're like bringing attention to the top of the bottle, which I guess is fine, but I mean, it is bright and light.
Yeah.
And it's not, I guess of all the things to complain about, it's a cork.
Sure.
Whatever. But anyway, so, I mean, it's a nice looking bottle.
Yeah.
And it is all over. If you are in the Kentucky area, you should be able to find it anywhere you go. Almost.
It's not just, yes. So if you're looking for the bottle, we are finding it, at least in our area, part of the country, pretty easily.
Yes.
But it's just, I see all the big groups talking about it. They're all talking about it. Heck, I see people flipping it for money, which I'm like, it's really gotten to the point on the secondary where we're flipping Basel Hayden, but okay.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Not what we do.
Not what we do.
Yeah.
Some people do. But really quick, Basel Hayden is made by Jim Beam. It comes in at a 80 proofer.
80 proof.
I think that's what they all come in at, and you can pick it up at around $50 or so.
Yeah.
I've seen it at Costco. I think cheapest it was like
$39.99.
Yeah,
I think
it was something.
Costco.
It was something cheap, 40 something.
I got mine from Kroger. I think it was like 40 something.
Yeah.
After my Kroger Plus discount.
Gotta get those points.
You gotta get them Kroger points. Gas ain't cheap anymore.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
So,
all right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
So, I also want to say, I feel like every company at some point in time, like within the next 2 years, will have some kind of toasted.
Yeah. Yes, they
bottle
will.
Of something. Because I just feel like more and more people, which I'm not against at all. I think toasted bourbons are pretty good. But I just feel like
the bourbon gods have been telling me something about a Pappy's toasted.
Yeah, sure. Here we go. Look, the Bourbon Gods is going to give us a Michter's Toasted probably at some point in time in September.
I
think.
Goodness.
So, but they had to tease us with whatever this is.
Right away, I think the nose of it is, I don't get anything toasted on it.
No.
I get more like of a vanilla kind of smell to it.
I get like a straight, it's either like a vanilla bean or like a vanilla, extra, whatever.
Extract?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, having a moment there.
It
Strokes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like just straight vanilla.
Yeah.
Like that's all. A little bit of wood.
Just a hint of.
Yeah.
But
that's really
mostly
it.
vanilla.
And that you can tell is an 80 proof bourbon. So a lot of vanilla.
Yeah,
lot of vanilla.
Yeah, yes, you taste the vanilla a lot. You get just a smidge. I think even on the smell, just a smidge of toastedness in that.
Yeah,
On the bottle, it says this is what it tells you. The notes, a light mouthfeel. If any of you bourbon guys out there know what it means to have a light mouthfeel, please inform us. Put it in the comments because I really, really want to know what that really means.
Yeah. I still can't get over that's a tasting note.
Light
mouthfeel.
Like pushing it away and then bringing it back to my nose, I get a little bit more wood on the nose of it, but
yeah, I don't really get a whole lot of toasted notes. Like I really don't. Like normally, like a really good toasted bourbon, you get obviously a lot of char, get some chocolate from there, maybe like a little marshmallow or something, like something really good. I'm not getting any of those notes. I'm basically getting straight vanilla and some wood. Like, but it's not like over oaked or over whatever. It's not like that Square 6 where it's 2x4, but it doesn't. And it's also nothing that's off-putting.
No,
let me put that out there. It's not like it's bad. No. It's not.
There's just not much to it.
No, that's the thing. It's just not much to it, and I don't like acting like a proof snob here just because it's a low proof. But that's also just part of the battle. Like whenever you're drinking something that's this low proof, you're not going to be able to sit here and just pull out note after note after note. It's just kind of going to be more straightforward. It's
got more of a sweet finish than anything too. I don't think. I think sweet is the overarching through nose, taste, and finish. The vanilla, sweet, kind of caramel maybe on the finish, like all that through there. It's just kind of sweet and not long lasting at all.
No, it doesn't really have. It definitely doesn't have a strong finish. No. I think you get. To me, it's not very sweet on the finish. You're getting a little bit of that vanilla for that sweetness. But you're still getting a lot of, I'll be honest with you, I think the toasted part is just the wood taste I'm getting with it, is what I'm getting. I'm just not getting a toasted.
I honestly taste it like on that last sip I took I got a little bit of like corn taste in it. So okay. I don't know if that's anything or not. That just may have been.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I'm not saying that it's overwhelmingly sweet. I just think it leans sweet. Like as a whole, not necessarily that it's like overwhelmingly sweet. It's on that side. Sure.
No, I
but it doesn't finish long at all.
I just don't think it tastes like a toasted bourbon at all.
No.
Like, and I'm not trying to be crazy about it, but it doesn't really compare to like a 1910 Elijah Craig toasted. Heck, even a Down Home toasted. Yeah. It doesn't
probably doesn't even taste like a toasted in comparison to the Michter's toasted that'll come out. Sure. We're just preemptively saying that it's probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah, banking on us getting it for sure.
Yeah, we're going to get that.
Fair enough. So, all right. So, what would you do? Would you try, buy, pass? What are we doing here?
I think if you are a person in the bourbon world that likes things 100 proof and below, you're going to enjoy this. I do. I think somebody's going to take that. Like my brother, I think about my brother when I think about low proof bourbons. My brother, when I put this back on the shelf, he's going to love this.
Sure.
And he's going to like to mix it with just a little bit of Coke.
Yep.
And he's going to be like, this is great.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with that. But as far as me, with the toasted expectation, like I was hoping to get, even at a lower proof, I was hoping to get that good toasted taste that you get, and I didn't get it. So I would say probably at its price point, I don't know that I wouldn't buy it again.
Now, this is going to pass for me as well for two reasons. A, if you really like the toasted barrel or anything toasted in general, you can go get a 1910 for roughly the same cost. And you can, I think you can find it just as much. I think it's honestly just better. And I'm not saying that because it's Old Forester. We're fairly fortunate where we're at, where we can find a lot of Elijah Craig toasted. And I'd recommend that over that as well. I understand a lot of places you can't find that. But
and it's not like Elijah Craig toasted is like this really high proofer. It's a 94 proof.
Yes, it's a
And
low proofer.
So you're not getting the high proof with that toasted one either, but the toasted is evident when you drink it.
Sure. And the other thing is, to me, if I'm drinking something that's a toasted bourbon, I want that experience of it toasted. I just don't get it out of this one. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
but to me, that doesn't. That honestly just tastes a little bit more vanilla Basel Hayden to me. Is if I'm being honest with you.
Which probably makes the Basel Hayden taste a little bit better.
Couldn't hurt.
But that's just our opinion of Basel Hayden. Some of you probably love Basel Hayden, and that's cool.
Sure.
So anyway, I think it'd be a pass for me too.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up giving this to my brother as a gift, and he'll love it.
Yeah. Lucky you, Chris. Lucky you.
Yeah. Lucky you.
All right. So if you like the video, go ahead and give us a like in the very bottom right corner there, and then go ahead and subscribe to us so that way you can see all of the fun content that we put out, and then go over to our Facebook page. Check out our Facebook page where we'll try to share and post whenever we get lucky and we find stuff in our area at least, or if we see new releases coming out, we'll try to share those as well.
And tell us what you think about this bottle.
Oh yeah,
please do. Tell us what you think about it. You may love it. That's great. We like to hear differing views.
Yeah.
So, well, till the next time, we'll see you.
See you.